What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV, and it is Groundhog Day once again here at Tottenham Hotspur. Just as I'm telling Sim, why are you looking so down? Get excited, get excited. It's time to get excited. Eberechi Eze is coming to Spurs. We should have known, people. We should have known what was about to happen. And looking back on it, it was a bit obvious what was happening in the background. Arsenal have come in at the final hour for Eberechi Eze. All the reliable journalists jumping on it. Ornstein, Fabrizio, Jay Percy, Sammy Mockbell, name them, they're reporting it right now. There's a hijack going on. Arsenal, Eberechi Eze. It looks like he will be going to Arsenal, which is, man, it is an absolute fuckery. They've done it to us once again. They have fucking done it to us once again. 11 days left of the transfer window, and we're sitting here, none the wiser. Who is going to be our creative force in the middle of the park? Eze gone. Morgan Gibbs-White gone. What now?
I am so done, man. I'm so done. We've had so long to get this deal over the line and complete it. Now, I understand it seems like Palace are playing hardball, but why does everyone else seem to be able to get deals over the line in a timely manner? Arsenal come in within a day and apparently are going to get this deal over the line. Why is it taking us so long? Why do we have to, every single deal has to be done to the big little, every minutia, every little, I understand you have to look through every little thing, but every time with Tottenham, things take so long. Things drag on constantly, and you're leaving yourself open to something like this. Havertz wasn't injured on Sunday. He played against Man United. We had a deal potentially wrapped up on Saturday for Eze. There was rumours he was going to be left out the squad. And now what's happened? We drag it on. We allow it to drag on. We don't get it over the line. We don't complete it. You know, we're hearing it's close. It's on the edge. It's on. You can almost touch it, but there's nothing signed on the dotted line. You know, you don't get it finalised. And now Havertz gets a long-term injury. And now Arsenal thinking, well, we need another attacker. Let's get Eze. We know he's an Arsenal fan, all these different things. And now we're sitting here hoping he doesn't pick Arsenal and hoping that he chooses Tottenham, which I don't think is going to be the case. I think we all know that he was a boyhood Arsenal fan. He's spoken many a time about his wish to join Arsenal as a young kid. And we risked this happening by always constantly twiddling our thumbs and not getting deals over the line quickly. And it's happened yet again. And we've completely screwed ourselves over. This is Tottenham to a T. Tottenham to a T. And the more it was rumbling on and the more I was hearing, oh, it's closed. And I was like, where's the progression? Where's the medical booked? Why isn't anything signed? Put it on paper. Okay, verbal agreement, great. What's the holdup? And maybe Arsenal did come in at the beginning of the week. Maybe that's what's been holding up. I don't know. But it's absolute heartbreak. Absolute heartbreak. Because I really was so desperate for it. I'm not going to hide it. I was so desperate for this deal to happen. When we heard about Eze and Savini, I was saying, you know, everyone's excited about both of them happening. I'm saying it's typical Tottenham for neither of them to happen. And we're sitting here on the cusp of neither of them happening and probably going for lesser targets yet again. And Tottenham, you know, settling yet again. It was a deal that was too good to be true. It was too good to be true. It was one that would have been too perfect. It made too much sense. A player with that much quality, that much excitement, it would have been incredible. It would have been a real difference maker, and we couldn't get it over the line. And now we're going to be gazumped, but not only just gazumped, but gazumped by our fiercest rivals who are going to hold this against us for a very long time. Hurts, man. It hurts. I don't know. We got Akalouche, maybe we can go in. Maybe Bilal, we can gazump Palace for him, but none of that, you know, excites me right now.
Now, when you're one step away from signing a player like Eberechi Eze, someone that we've been dying to bring to the club for the last 2 years, you know, it does hurt. It does hurt. But at the end of the day, we've been here, we've done it, we got the T-shirt. We've been let down on so many transfers over the years, so many big names that are going to really move the needle for us. And this is just another name on that long list, you know, another one off the hit list of Mr. Levy. I don't even know what to say anymore. Like, seriously, I don't know what to say anymore. Like, you're looking at the window now. It's a 4 out of 10 window as it stands for me. Absolute 4 out of 10 window. Yeah, we've got Kudus and Palini, very good, but there are so many holes in this squad. Where is this creativity going to come from? Who are we going to get that can even be half the player that Eberechi Eze is in? It's an absolute joke, man. Daniel Levy has got blood on his hands once again. However, I reckon he could have got the deal done quickly if he wanted to. I know this week Parish has been moving the goalpost, and this is probably evidence why he's been moving the goalpost. But we could have got this done last week before Havertz got injured. Why did we wait and wait and wait and wait? Like, this could have been done a long time ago.
Tottenham Hotspur
Same
always
shit.
falling
Same
flat on
shit
their
all
face.
over again.
We bungled it. We bungled it. And I can't believe, I just, you know, all the news are Arsenal aren't going for him. Arsenal aren't going to bid more than 40 million for him. Arsenal aren't interested in him. They've been put off by him. All this rubbish. At the end of the day, circumstances change. If you don't get the deal done in soon enough, you know, Ornstein saying we're in a one-horse race for him a few days ago. Football moves quickly. It moves so quickly. I keep saying it. And if you don't get things done quickly, circumstances and situations change very, very quickly. And here we are. Havertz gets injured and bam, it changes the whole landscape of the transfer market. And
I'm
now
sorry, yeah. This is how proper clubs act. I hate to say it about Arsenal. Havertz injured, bang, you go in and get a top player. Maddison get injured. How long ago did Maddison get injured now? How long ago was it? A month? Half a month?
3rd of August?
And we're still dilly-dallying. We haven't got our target in. He's going to a team that got an injury a few days ago. This is a joke, man. It really is. Like, we're not serious. We've never been serious.
We're umming and ahhing about bonuses. We're one sec. We're umming and ahhing about what's it called? We're umming and ahhing about little bonuses and all these different things, and we have a base fee, but we, don't agree the agent fee, and don't agree this, and don't agree that, and all in the while that clubs in the background are waiting to pounce if the deal's not done.
It's only Tottenham that you hear this shit about. It's only Tottenham. Everyone else gets their business done. Every single other club.
And now we've had this with Morgan Gibbs-White. Now we've had with Eberechi Eze, 2 absolute game changers for Tottenham, 2 absolute massive signings that we just haven't been able to seal the deal and get over the line when it's been extremely close. We even got a here we go for Gibbs-White. That was seemingly all agreed, and we're sitting here without him. Eze, verbal agreement with Crystal Palace, agreement with Eze on personal terms, and we're sitting here without Eberechi Eze. How many times are these incompetent owners and negotiators, whoever they are, going to fail to get their targets when getting this far? Why does it always break down at this stage every time? Every time. What are they doing in there? What is holding up these deals? Why can't they get full agreement? Why can't they get a signature? Why is it always verbal agreement and waiting for this and waiting for that and more talks and more this? And let's negotiate the win bonus from 10 grand to 5 grand. Let's negotiate this. Let's negotiate the goal bonus from 100 grand to 50 grand. Let's try and get everything down as much as possible and wait and negotiate until the deal's done and until the deal's off and it gets hijacked. It is so frustrating, and I'm so angry. I'm so angry that this deal's been bungled. I was banking on this. I really thought that this was something to get excited about. And I was getting so excited about the prospect of him coming here, and that's why I was getting so frustrated with all these updates. It was close, we weren't hearing anything substantial about any progression in the deal. We're only hearing the same thing. It's close again. It's close, and now we delayed, and now we've lost out.
Yeah,
and
they should know so much better than this. whoever's negotiating this deal, whoever was signing off on everything, whoever was at the forefront of it, Daniel Levy, Johan Lang, they should know so much better than what they've just done. Like, you really think, like, basically the news was Spurs are the only club in for Eze, right? And they got lulled into that sense of security, saying, look, we're the only club in for him, so we can take our sweet ass time here and we can negotiate down all the fees you're talking about. They should know a player of this quality is going to have some other suitors that are going to come in at some point. We know that Arsenal had agreed personal terms with Eze way before in the window, way before we did. All we knew is that Arsenal were going to make a few sales. We knew that if Arsenal were to make a few sales, they were going to come in eventually. All it took was one injury and bam, it's over the line for them pretty much. Like, it's pure incompetence, in my opinion, at the highest degree, at the top of Tottenham Hotspur. Once again, you can literally reel off probably 2 first 11s of top deals that we've bungled, the top deals that would actually change the future and change what our season outlook would have looked like in that particular season. It's absolutely mental how many. It's just the list goes on and on and on. This year as well, in this summer transfer window, when you're looking at Gibbs White, you're looking at Eze, these two players would have changed everything for us going forward. Maddison's out, Kulusevski's out. We need someone of that kind of required ability to come in. Gibbs White and Eze was that, but now who's next? Who's going to be of that ability? We're not going to get anyone close to Eze and Morgan Gibbs White ability now.
And the worst thing is, we bloody negotiated on Arsenal's behalf. That's basically what we've done. We spent all this week getting a great price, and Arsenal just stolen in and gone, yeah, we'll bid that price. We'll bid what you negotiated with Tottenham. So we just de facto have been negotiating for Arsenal. And they're just going to steal in the price that we got because they didn't want to pay the release clause or whatever early in the window. They were quoted too high a price, so they backed away. We've now spent weeks negotiating, getting the price to 55 plus add-ons, really reasonable price. And Arsenal just swooped in and said, yeah, we'll bid that. So we've just basically been their intermediary. It's embarrassing, man. This is so embarrassing. We've had our pants pulled down right and proper.
Once again. And this is literally one of the most embarrassing. When Marinakis pulled our pants down, Arsenal pulling our pants down now. This has been one of the most, it could have been one of the best windows of all time. We were saying if we get this one in, we get that one in, Savinho, Eze, Hincapié, 10 out of 10 window. Well, right now it's a 4 out of 10 window. Right now it's a 4 out of 10 window, and we're going to be struggling to create next season in this current season. Like, I can't believe it, man. I was so sure this deal was going to happen. I should have known a lot better. I should have known so much better than to believe the hype of Tottenham Hotspur. Like, how many times do I have to fall for this crap? How many times?
Every time. And it's such a good signing for Arsenal. It gives them that extra quality they need, looking at what, how they were struggling against United, and it's going to be perfect for them, and it's going to leave us down in the dumps. Look, not to say there aren't number 10s out there. I mean, but
they're not. They're not of this level.
Not of Eze's quality, but there are players.
We'll go for Akalush now.
They'll probably go for Akalush. If you've got anything about them, you go hard and try and get Rodgers. Big for Rodgers. That's what I would do. Put 80 million down. Put 80 million down and go get Rodgers.
You got to get both.
Xavi Simons, he hasn't gone anywhere.
Oh, yeah. Romano says he's on the brink of Chelsea, doesn't he?
Yeah, brink. We've heard on the brink enough times, and he's not done.
Well, you got to know the food chain, mate. We ain't hijacking Chelsea. I guarantee you that.
It's not done yet. I haven't heard about that deal in a few days. It's not done yet. Go and get Simons. Go and get Rodgers. Go big.
Deluded, mate.
You have to.
You're never getting Simons.
You have to make a statement of intent. If you were this close to Eze, you have to, and you get embarrassed like this. No point sitting here licking your wings. You go big. Go big. That's what you got to do.
I want Morgan Rodgers and I want Akalush. If you put the money down on the table for Aston Villa, they're desperate for money. I think they might accept it. but you've got to put big money down. I think if you get Morgan Rogers and you get Akalush can cover the middle and the right. Morgan Rogers can cover the left and the middle as well. I think I'd be happy with that, to be honest. I'd be very happy with that.
I think Rogers, yeah, you're probably talking upwards of 80 million.
Go get it done. Go get it done. They're talking about putting a club record transfer fee for Savinho. He's not coming now. So let's go get Morgan Rogers.
We had this deal in the palm of our hands. We had two hands on this deal. How have we allowed ourselves to bungle yet another perfect fit? This is like, we're going to look back at this day for sure for many years, like we have with some of the other transfers like Dybala and whoever. And we're going to look back at this. It's going to be another what could have been. It's going to be another what could have been.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Like many other
proper
deals.
sliding doors moment.
Every time we look back. We look back. We could have got this one. We could have got that one. If you like put all those players together, what a bloody squad you got there. Unbelievable talent, unbelievable players. But like we always say, like you said before, when you think things are too good to be true for Tottenham, they usually are.
Absolutely
we don't
right.
bring in this caliber of player.
Well, I remember when we were sitting here, not here, but in the studio, and when we first linked with Eze and Savinho, and I said, do we truly believe in our heart and hearts we're going to get both these players? As much as there's, looking like there's things that can indicate we can get them both, do you truly believe Tottenham Hotspur are going to sign both of these players? We were never going to do it. We were never going to do it. It's not in our nature to do something that exciting and that good.
Yeah,
and that's something that makes that much sense.
They pull the walls over our eyes every single time, and you buy into it, you believe it. And what's the old saying? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. This is fool me 350,000 times, shame on me. Like, seriously, why do we keep believing this crap? Why do we keep believing this crap from this club?
Every time we find a way. We find a way to shit the bed. Every time. There's a toilet right there, and every time we end up on the bed. So
absolute shit show, man. It's
frustrating, and I couldn't be more angry right now. I couldn't be more angry. We've allowed this to happen. We've allowed it to happen.
I should be more angry than I am. I've been way angrier at Spurs before in the past. I think I'm just getting numb to the pain of losing players, just because we've been here so many times. It ain't like anything new. Like, we've been here like over and over and over again.
This club is going to be the death of me. It's going to be the bloody death of me, I swear. We were just in jest kind of freaking out earlier today on stream about the potential of will Arsenal potentially come in for him with Havertz's injury. We're thinking logically they probably won't, because Havertz is a striker and Eze's not a striker. They'll probably go in for another striker logically. But then I was thinking about it, I'm like, they signed Gyökeres. Havertz in de facto, does that mean he's going to be spending more time in midfield, Havertz, this season? Was that the plan? If that was the plan, now that he's injured, does that give them a license to sign a midfielder to replace him if the plan for Havertz was to spend more time in midfield? Seems like it is. And it's all worked out.
Yeah.
And Frank must be pulling his hair out with all these signings so close, all lined up. Would have been so perfect. And he's going to...
Welcome to Tottenham, Thomas. Welcome to Tottenham.
We don't know how to just put the money down and get a deal done without having to comb over every little thing for days and weeks and months. And it's been, look, we've said, who said it? It was, I can't remember who said it. Was it Fabio? I can't remember who said it, but there's been people who've said, who've worked for Tottenham, who have said Levy just drags every deal on, everything. Everything is just so long and dragged over every time. And all this stuff about him he said in his interview with Neville, he doesn't make any footballing decisions, all this kind of stuff. It doesn't matter when you're making the final decision, and it's all down to you to give that stamp of approval, and you're dragging everything. It's affecting us every time. He needs to step away from. I don't care that he's a tough negotiator and he gets good prices and all this kind of stuff. I don't care when you're bungling things that are going to push us forward every time. Every time it seems as though we're on the precipice of something that would really take us to another level, and you bungle it every time because of your ego, and you have to win every negotiation, and you have to drag everything on because everything has to be a long, drawn-out process. And so all this stuff about him stepping away from football, the footballing matter, he's only doing negotiations. Well, clearly that's not good enough. Clearly that is not good enough. He needs to step away. Don't touch any deal. We need someone else at the helm, because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of Daniel Levy and negotiating our transfers. And I understand there'll be other clubs looking at Levy and thinking, you know, he gets a great price for your team, and I wouldn't mind him in your corner. But this happens every time. It happens way too often. And yes, he'll get a good price like Kudus for sometimes. But more often than not, when these deals that have to be done, when these deals are the deals that are going to take us to the next level and are super important, for some reason then he chooses to completely waste time, and then he chooses to drag the deal on and risk missing out. For some reason, when it gets to when it's Archie Gray, he'll put the money down, no problem, 40 million. But when it's these deals, all of a sudden, it's close, it's dragging on. He's got to go back to Paris. He's got to negotiate even more.
Best negotiator in football, I'm led to believe. Best negotiator in football,
Step away. He's got to step away for the good of the club.
Look, that is the heartbreaking news today, guys. People, Eberechi Eze is going to Arsenal. It looks as though it's nothing confirmed that he's actually going, but it looks that way at this moment in time. Spurs have been left with egg on their face once again. I've been left. I mean,
it would be generational if he turned down Arsenal at this point.
Don't even dream, Sim. Don't even dream. It's not happening. Wow, it's just fucking unbelievable, man. I don't even know what to say anymore. That's the news. I'm getting to a couple of super chats that we've got here.
Says this deal is moving very quickly. Expect Eze to be an Arsenal player. Agreement in principle already in place. Fuck off.
Fuck this shit.
Fuck.
Rovshan Javari says, I don't know why you were so confident, Ben. You should have been aware. Absolutely spot on. Madge Dret says, gutted. Does this force Levy regarding Savinho? Levy never gets forced into doing anything.
Yeah, nothing will force any of them to do anything.
Nicholas Walker says, I know it looks bad now, lads, but just wait till them financial results come in April. Clean credit history is better than any trophy. Michael Hellman says, sell the stadium and turn it into a mall at this rate. Levy is worse than Marinakis. Michael Hellman says, ITK strike again. Worst fumble in the Levy era. And there have been some bloody bad ones as well.
Fair play to Ariane and Himothy. They were saying it a whole of the last couple of days.
Spot on, yeah. Going on. Yeah, true. Artist T says, Trossard's agent exposed how Levy works. We want him, but wait this, wait that. With Arsenal, it's finished 24 hours. Levy gets dicked on once again. Michael Helban says, call me crazy, but how is a striker injury leading to a midfielder? I mean, we just spoke about that. But look, they're a proper club. They're a proper club. They handle their business. We don't. Wersky says, we got this. Chill, boys. Come on, you Spurs. What have we got? We got nothing. Michael Hellman says, Levy needs to add another 10 million to the bid and unfuck this deal. I mean, is that a possibility? Do you think if we can add 10 million to this deal? I mean, we're all saying he's already all but signed for Arsenal. That's what people are saying.
He's gonna sign for Arsenal. I don't see us. We're gonna move on. That's what we'll do. We're not gonna get into a bidding war with Arsenal. I guarantee you that.
Ben Koff, member for 48 months, says this only happens to Tottenham. We are tiny. Michael Hellman says Frank should resign with a perfect Prem record. GTK Studio says, hi lads. Hope we had enough of Levy in the board. They have blood on their hands, and I hope Eze does come. But this is all I need to read before going for a night shift near Tottenham tonight. God help you, my friend. Michael Hellman again says Romero signs a deal, transfer window goes shut. Poor Kuti, man. Bando Norris says all over a few mil. Takai hasn't even kicked the ball. And Michael Shawcross says, should Levy play number 10? At this point,
Make him play number 10. Make him play number 10. Bastard.
All right, look. 1 second. Let me just... So that's the situation. It's time. Mr. Brian Daigle. Talk to me, Brian. I know you're absolutely fuming, as we are.
First of all, big up to everyone in the chat. Big up to you too. With anything I'm about to say now, I don't give a flying fuck who takes offense to it. I don't care what people think, because with Thomas Frank coming in, with change at board level, with the coaches, with the springboard for success, with the coaching staff coming in, I've tried to look on the positive side of things. I've actually tried, because obviously I'm negative, I'm toxic, so are other people that have felt this way for a very, very long time. The people that have done things for a very, very long time. And look where we are. Look where we are. All I will say is boycott the club shop, boycott food and drink, boycott the stadium, stop feeding him with money and them. I don't know. I mean, I tried, and I'm still going to be positive when it comes to Frank, because I love that man. But how many more times does this man need to screw us over? How many more times do you have to be felled or sold a dream and then realize it's a nightmare? How many more times do protest groups who try and do something, who have spoken about this, whether it be me for 17 years, people for longer, people for shorter, whether it be Change for Spurs, whether it be whoever it may be, the abuse, the crap that gets thrown our way, the nonsense about fucking spreadsheets, the nonsense that we have to be PSR and FFP, everything that this man says, every single time this man's lips move, he is lying. However many you've got in the chat, I'm going to be in London in September. I'm going to be there for about half of September and half of October. I will be at the training ground. On days when I'm live in my surgery or I'm in the studio with you guys, I will be at the training ground. I've done it before, started with 3 or 4 people, and I'll do it again. Because this cannot happen anymore. Sim, I was just on a stream with you earlier, and what did we say? We said if we lose out to anyone, it's a shit show. We lose out to that lot, it's armour fucking get 'em. We go into Manchester City, it will be, what, 20 days that we've known we've got no creativity. And we need a left winger and a cam. And again, and again. And I, you know what? I've got my part to play in this, because I actually dared to believe. I actually tried to be positive, and I will be positive, like I said, when it comes to Thomas Frank. I will be positive with his coaching staff. But Nathan, I didn't promise this wouldn't happen at all. I never promised anything. I just said I'm going to try and be confident and focused, rather than spending all my time coming on shows and bitching and moaning about this man and this ownership. But you know what? Let me just enjoy the football for a bit. Got the manager I want. Things were looking that way. And the very first time I do it, this happens. What can you say? What can you say? Just boycott everything until people act rather than mock. This bullshit will carry on.
How many more do we have to fucking suffer? How many more? How many more players do we have to bungle? How many more times do we have to believe as well? And we get sucked in every single time. 2 top players in this window alone. Never mind the rest of them under Daniel Levy. How many times do we have to get sucked in?
But you look at it, it's not even this day. I mean, obviously, Art and Filth are going to go and take goddamn Eze. The man who was the master businessman, the man that was the master negotiator, now gets played by teams like Nottingham Forest and Crystal Palace. Nottingham Forest, who, when they beat us and got Gibbs White, and they got him to commit, they've gone and bought 5 players in that time. Unveiling 2 on the first game of the season. Yet here we are, twiddling our thumbs. And mate, how embarrassing was that blooming Richarlison linked to Palace? How must Richarlison be feeling right now? Well, this club is an absolute fucking shit show. It's an absolute shit show. And until the fans do something about this, because the owners won't, there's Joe, any chance of me trying to think there's investment coming in, gone. So
Brian, is there any signings that we can bring in that will, make you start to believe we can have a good season again?
No, because any big ones that we go for now, they're all bullshit. Savinho, forget it.
Yeah.
Savinho, forget it. We'll have the same thing where these big names get called out and they won't come. They won't come. Because when I did my big speech about it a few weeks ago, the art of transfer negotiations is to build relationships. So you can do business and things. He ruins them. He doesn't build relationships. He burns bridges. No one wants to deal with him. No one wants to act with him. Steve Parish has played him like an absolute fool. Marinakis has played him like an absolute fool. What was I to say?
Brian, I want to hear your reaction to this. Matt Laws just tweeted saying, Tottenham fully agreed terms with Palace and Eze today. Palace would not finalise the transfer because they want Eze to play tomorrow night. Arsenal then made their move late this afternoon, also matching Palace's terms. Eze has an emotional affinity to Arsenal and favours them. Bitterly disappointing for Tottenham, but they feel they have done everything possible to sign Eze.
Well, we didn't do everything possible, did we? Because if you just paid the money and not bothered with trying to stipulate with these, but if Parish moved the goalposts for a player like this, and we're this short, you do it, you pay it. What were we talking about, Simeon, earlier on today about Savinho?
Mm-hmm.
If you want the player that badly, we have no creativity. We have no number 10. We have no recognised, established, proper left winger that you can say, right, that's the first teamer, sorted, locked in. Like Ben was saying earlier, big clubs move and get deals done. Once again, we've been used as the bitch. We are the bitch of the Premier League. Oh, you want to deal, Eze? Well, okay, Arsenal and Palace. What we'll do, we'll get the bitch in. We'll get that, or we'll let you know what it is, and then you just come in and go, there you go. We are a bitch. We are a bitch. That's what we are.
Where do we go from here, man? Where the fuck do we go from here?
Sky Sports reporting that Tottenham have now chosen to move on to other targets.
Levy and Enoch.
Other target is for sure Akilush.
Akilush.
What? Eze's not going to play tomorrow now in the Conference League, even though when we're in negotiations.
No, they'll come and pay up front, Tim. They'll go and pay up front. I mean, you never hear on any other football team verbal agreement. It'll be agreement, bang. No pushing, no inching.
We're the kings of verbal agreement.
Mate, we are, like I said, Tottenham Hotspur to dare is to be a bitch. That's what we are.
And it's all bollocks. We could have this wrapped up last week. We could have absolutely had this wrapped up last week. He was set to miss that Chelsea game. There was an agreement he was going to miss that Chelsea game. And then something happened and ended up playing. What happened? Why did we bungle it on that day? And it's all changed from there because we just couldn't get the deal over the line. Why is there only Tottenham always in this position? Only Tottenham is always, we did everything we could. Doing everything we can, FC. That's what we are. Why is it only Tottenham? Why is it only Tottenham that allow a deal to be delayed so the player you're trying to sign can play a game for the team you're signing him from? When has that ever happened? I can't remember a situation like that.
This is people swallow the springboard for success. We're going to use this as a springboard for success. The PR has come out. Why did I dare to dream? Why did I get myself suckered in? It was obviously Frank, but I mean, why did I do this?
And as well, Brian, it's like we know this club better than anyone. Like the fans, not saying me and you, I'm saying the fans know this club better than everyone. And we get fucking sucked in every single time. Morgan Gibbs-White, Savinio, Eze, all the fucking different deals that could have happened over the years. Yeah, Ali Gold losing his shit on social media right now as well. He's saying, "What a mess." Understand Spurs agreed terms with Palace today. Agreed terms with Eze. The player was ready to come to Tottenham, and Palace hadn't finalised the deal. They wanted him to be available. Blah blah blah. Arsenal came in. Everything that you just said, and he's saying that. Another public embarrassment for Tottenham in the market, and Spurs need to react strongly for the sake of Thomas Frank as much as the fans. But I mean, what does reacting strongly even look like? What is a strong reaction to this?
I don't think. Look, you're talking players now, like you said, these players from the French league. Let's face, we haven't had the best results with them, and we're going for the normal. Potential, these guys could do something. What do you expect? The longer he can get away with this, the more he does this.
How many times are we going to get embarrassed like this? It's like never ending, man.
Like I said,
Groundhog Day. Every time we get linked to a player, every time we get heavily linked to a player, it's like Groundhog Day all over again.
Yep. Like I said, I'll be at the training ground in September and October. Don't care if I have the Mickey taken out of me. Don't care if I'm by myself. Don't care. I will stand up for what I believe in the whole time. I've never wavered from that. It's why fans need to do it. Match day going fans that feel this way and may feel this way now that this has happened. You need to act. Whether you still want to go do something, boycott the shop, boycott the beers and the food in there, and just go in and watch the game. And you want to go support your team. But if you are, it's got to stop. It's got to stop. We're an embarrassment. It's been an embarrassing window again, hasn't it?
It really has. It's been more than an embarrassing window because we were told about investment and all this, and we were looking at the caliber of player that we were in advanced negotiations with, and look at us now. 11 days to go till the end of the window, 12 days, whatever it is, and we're sitting here with a 3 or 4 out of 10 window.
Do you know what? It's just to get even more embarrassing. It's just going to get more embarrassing, and we'll get these people on the low wages or mid wages, and just hope that it pays off. I just hope there is a massive reaction at Bournemouth because they can't save this. They cannot. They would need to smash their transfer record out of the water, and we're talking like an elite world-class star to save this.
If we, I know it's unlikely, and it would take a monstrous bid to get it done, but if we were to sign Morgan Rogers Would that be saving it?
Nope. Because they've gone there as an embarrassment, and if they go and do that now, it's to save their own skin. They've realised they fucked up twice, and it's like, okay, and how would that make Morgan Rogers, as the third choice? Oh, well done, you were able to nail your third choice and had to pay way over the top to get him in.
But Sonny wasn't our first choice. He's left the
second choice, and that was over a decade. But now look what you're gonna have to pay for Morgan Rogers.
Yeah, 80 million.
And if I said to you, Morgan Gibbs White, Eze, Rogers, who would be your third pick?
Probably Rogers, yeah. But Rogers is a lot younger.
Sam C says that, according to his sources, Tottenham aren't surprised by developments this evening.
Aren't surprised.
So they knew it was coming.
Idiots.
They claim Spurs always had a sneaky suspicion this would happen, hence why they tried to move quickly in advance with talks.
Quickly. It's 3 weeks almost since Maddison got injured, and that is doing
things
moving quickly.
Yeah, and what bollocks.
How embarrassing is this? As a football supporter, it is embarrassing. If you
thought this was going to happen, don't try for 3 weeks to get over the line. If you're not get it finalised and you think there's a hold up because you feel like there's something going on behind the scenes, you move on. You don't spend 3 weeks trying to and then embarrassing. You don't basically essentially what we've done is we spent 3 weeks negotiating on Arsenal's behalf and then allow them to swoop in.
The thing is as well, if they have a sneaky suspicion this might happen, any other club moves quicker to get ahead of the race. Any other club goes, right, there could be a bit of problems here.
Well, you set a deadline. It's ridiculous.
We've set them before, and it doesn't happen.
I don't believe for a second that Palace didn't ratify
mate, do you know what? I'm actually embarrassed for believing.
I don't believe that for a second.
I'm embarrassed for believing. I'm actually embarrassed.
I am as well, Brian. I am as well. I was sitting there 2 days ago having a go at Sim on stream for not getting excited.
Sure.
I was literally sitting there saying, "Why are you not getting excited? You're bringing the mood down. All this kind of crap." Well,
and you know what? Change for Spurs did their protest, which was very poorly attended. Many people thinking wrong timing, and I can see both the pro and the con for why they did it, and I can see the con for what people thought. They were absolutely fucking right.
If they aren't,
they were absolutely fucking right.
If it's true they weren't surprised by this development, then I want to see some quick fucking movement. I want to see targets done, lined up imminently. I want to be seeing tomorrow they were already in for someone else. I want to see a list of players that we've have alternatives that we're in for. I don't want to see no dilly-dallying waiting till deadline day. If you had a sneaky suspicion and this isn't surprising, then I want to see what your alternatives are, because you don't go put all your eggs in a basket if you think that basket is rotten. It's ridiculous.
Remember, we're going to move like a big club, Sim. Ben, these are the next steps.
The whole thing is a joke.
Mugged off once again.
And there's going to be songs about this for many years to come that we're going to have to just put up with.
Right, when it comes to this ownership, I know what I'm going to do. I know what I need to do, and I'm going to do it. Simple as.
Tottenham aren't surprised. What the fuck is that about? Not surprised.
Who said that, Tim?
Sam C.
I mean, what kind of person does that? Not Sam C. I mean, as a club, as a football club that wants to get top 4 money or top 4 competitions all the time.
I think Palace just told them, we're not ratifying it, so he's available tomorrow. I think that's all bullshit. I think Arsenal told them to hold off.
Mate, you got to remember as well, with all this, we still can't get players out the goddamn door. This team can't get players out for money. They can't bring them in because they won't spend money.
We're going to get a report. Tottenham are so blown away by Maddison's progress. We don't need another number 10.
It's going to be. They saw Romero's kid running on the pitch. And they've loved him. They've signed him.
They said they don't want to block his pathway.
Mate, listen. But it's what is done is done. What is done is done. We can all look back right now, feel stupid, feel wise, or know why this happened again. The most important thing to take from this right now is what do the Spurs fan base do about it? Because they have clearly shown now, keep acting this way as a fan base, as a collective, not calling, they will keep doing this. They will continue to take the piss out of the matchday going fan, the worldwide fan, anything they can do, they will take the piss out of you. Because they just know they can get away with it. They know
Also,
they can get away with it.
We've just had 2 or 3 of the biggest protests Levy have ever had to face at the back end of last season.
Yep. And then when it came to when it came to change for Spurs wanting to do the 5-minute stay-in for a second half, like Man City did for 10 minutes. Oh no, we've got to support the team. Oh no, thousands of them left 2-0 down before the final whistle. But oh no, don't stay in the goddamn concourse for 5 goddamn minutes. Support any time.
Bill says, I've never been shy of giving Levy a gentle kick over a missed deal, but in this instance, I believe he and Spurs did all they could.
I'd love to give him a good kick. I actually look. It's just embarrassing. It is just embarrassing. Like I said, it's now what the Spurs fans do now. It is down to the Spurs fans worldwide. We all play our part. Stop buying stuff from the club shop. DHgate, everything worldwide. Stop giving them the money.
I'm more interested to see what the bloody club do now, man. We need to act quickly on something. We can't go into the season. Well, we can't go after the transfer window like this, man. We need players through the door. Like, this is desperate times now. This is a proper desperate situation we're in. How has it come to this? How has it come to this?
Also, with Vivian being there as well, it was like, okay, she's turned up as well. Just boycott. Just boycott. I know he's got your money for the tickets, but if there is a massive, massive amount of fans that don't go to a game, if it's coordinated properly, the empty seats, like what happened with Wenger and the Cronkies, it's the only way it's going to have any impact. It's the only way.
Any other negotiation for any other player as well, we're just going to get played as well because everyone knows that we got money. Everyone knows that we got money and we're willing to spend it.
It's all this stuff about we did everything we could. It's so obvious. We thought we were the only horse in the race. So we thought we could take all the time in the world. We thought we could just try and get everything as low as possible. We thought nothing was good. It wasn't going to be gazumped. I don't believe this report. Oh, well, Tottenham aren't surprised. I don't believe that. I think that's bollocks. I think that's a bit of PR trying to be fed. I think we are shocked. If we thought this was going to happen, we wouldn't have meandered for as long as we did. We wouldn't have thought we were the only horse in the race and comb over every little thing and spend weeks and days and days and days in talks and talks. We would have got this deal done ages ago. We would have gone in. We would have gone in day after Madison got injured and got this deal over the line. We wouldn't have been here 3 weeks later, still talking about, oh, this bonus is too high. If we win the league, we're giving him too much money. If we win the league, all this bollocks. Correct. I don't believe it. It's because we thought we had all the power.
Yep.
So that's the reality. We thought we had all the power in this deal. And it ended up, we had nothing. We had no power.
We never have the power in anything. We get our bloody pants pulled down by everyone.
What super chat are we up to? We've got quite a few that have come through. What was the last one you read out? Levy should play number 10.
Yeah.
There's Tom81, same old Spurs, hashtag Levy out, hashtag Enoch out.
Get him
out. Says, why worry about Eze? We have Brian Hill.
Hill Messi to you.
Next up, there will be Frank has been so impressed with Brian Hill in training. We just don't need another number 10. He's been so impressed.
Yeah, so impressed from the injury room.
Shearman 32 says, big up Brian, let it out. You saw this years ago and tried telling us just to get punked by Arsenal is wild. but completely expected. Just let it all out, Brian. You're in a safe space.
Mate, but Ben was asking me to come on earlier, and I said to Ben, "Dad, you know what? Fuck it, just give me the link." I couldn't come on to begin with because I probably would have got you cancelled. Look, I like I say to people, I've been Levy out for 17 years. It'll be 18 in October. I am why I am because 18 years of seeing the same thing happen gets to you.
My head is on Mars at the moment, honestly.
It just keeps going and going and going and going. And yes, sometimes I go way too over the top when I've come on here in the past and blamed him for everything. And I openly admit I've done that. But the things I have done, as well as many, many others, and yourselves included, I've flown back from Canada to get to protests. I've stood outside a training ground in January for 16 days in the freezing cold for hours upon hours on end. I've refused to go into that stadium. When I was going to that stadium, I wouldn't spend a penny in there. I haven't bought anything from the club. I won't play to his... And like I said, more and more people have joined and started feeling this way about this board the longer and longer time goes on. Well, if this doesn't switch a load of people, if people are prepared to say, do you know what? He's just won us a trophy and look at this stadium and training ground. Well, then that's down to you and how you fair play to you. But this keeps happening and will keep happening because us as a fan base, as a collective worldwide fan base, allow this to happen.
This must be up there. I don't know. This must be up there with one of our biggest embarrassments in the window. It really is.
I'm sure the trust will write a strongly worded email. It's
Ike or I'm not sure what it is. Says this is what I have always told Spurs fans: don't get carried away. This man doesn't like to spend money. Hence, we will never be that ambitious. Marcus says, even more proof that 17th wasn't Awanja's fault. Thomas Frank is being set up for failure. See you in 18 months on another manager hunt.
That is more true than fucking anything. Like, as much as I laid into Ange and I was going in at Ange all season, probably purely out of frustration, the reality is every manager is fucking set up to failure here. Every single manager.
Michael Hellman says, is Vinay a spy? You know what? I don't know whether he is or he isn't, but it ain't worth the risk. Get him out. Get him out. Michael Hellman again says, even Ali Gold is losing it right now. Stoop Dog says, typical Levy hand shandy. Clifton Lawsier says, is there a world where we still get Eze? No.
No.
I don't think in this universe. Marcus says the only way Levy survives this is if he hijacks Xavi Simons or spends 40 million on Sudakov. We're beyond protest now. It's time for boycotts. Go and put the money down for Xavi Simons. I don't care. Do it.
Even if they do, Simeon, right now, how much faith would you have that it gets over the line? Because I'd have zero.
Yeah, zero, to be honest. But look, they have Cole Palmer. Maybe he sees a spot at Tottenham. Put the money down. God's sake. I don't care. Just do it. Just try and sign him. That would be one of the only ones. Him or Rodgers. That will get me.
That's the same as fucking. That's the same as fucking Eze. Like what? He doesn't have a concealed spot in that first 11 for Arsenal.
You know what it is? I've seen people mentioning.
I don't know if he's a Chelsea fan or not. You know, Eze's an Arsenal fan.
I've seen loads of people mentioning that one of the worst things obviously was Judas, and we all know why. Levy is worse than Judas. Judas has done this once. Happened, 20 odd years ago? More than 20 years ago. Yeah, this month does it year in, year out, and nothing gets done. Nothing gets done.
JBHK10 says, go strong equals 20 million for some French league kid. That's probably what we're going to end up doing. Or maybe we'll hijack Bilal El Kanous. We'll do that.
Good. We'll go get another relegated player. And Crystal Palace. See, we're a bitch. We'll go get the replacement Crystal Palace had for Eze. and we'll hijack Crystal Palace.
If we hijack Bilal, does that scupper the Eze deal? That only happens with Tottenham. If it's Arsenal, they don't care. They'll sell him to them without replacement. But for us, we have to get this. He has to play the Europa League game. We have to get replacements in. There's all these caveats. It's all
just like fucking David Raya, 40 million or nothing else. 40 million, nothing else. Arsenal come in. Oh yeah, don't worry. We'll give you a loan with a purchase option and all this. We'll bend over backwards. Anything you want, Arsenal. Anything you fucking want.
Yep.
Michael Hellman again says season over. See you next summer, lads. You're going to go in hibernation for a year, Michael. I think we all feel like doing that right now. Samuel Jarvis says, this is absolutely rubbish. Bye, Savio. Now out Levy. Oh, never heard it in that way, in that order before. I think he means Levy out, but he said out Levy. Marcus McGee.
Savio is not coming. He's not coming.
No,
we ain't getting Savio, mate. CDO Spurs says, so Eze goes to Arsenal, and now we can't even sign El Khanous because he's going to Palace. Daniel Levy's Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah.
Frankie Hernandez says, don't think anybody is more upset than Romero and
Jesus, yeah.
Romero probably signed a contract under the condition that Eze was coming. Maybe we'll put in a transfer request now.
Literally, Romero must be thinking like, they fucking got me as well.
Kean Maguire says, Kean Maguire says, nothing can excuse this. No target is enough now. Michael Hellman says, I'm seriously unwell. Daniel Leave Me says, just waiting for the here we go for Jackson now. That'll probably happen. Maybe we'll, you know what? Maybe we'll go for Nkunku. He hasn't gone to Bayern yet. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, don't start with Nkunku. Seriously. If we go from Gibbs White, fucking Eze to Nkunku, I think I'll lose my shit. Seriously. I think I will.
Chelsea don't do business with us anyway, so it'll just be more wasted time.
They'll do business with us when it's a player they want to get rid of.
Well, like Gallagher.
Yeah, yeah.
Johan Doucette says Eze's goal against us in November will be special. I bet he's going to have a banger against us for sure. Wibbers01 says we don't need Eze. Play Brian Daigle in the 10.
Anything that can get me in the changing room or near Daniel Levy, I'll take. I'll have a little word with him. I have a post-match team talk with him.
Levy will probably bungle that deal as well.
I'll play for free and he'll still get it wrong.
Yeah.
425 says Levy is a good comedian. He wants to win the Premier League and the Champions League. Good one, Daniel. Michael Helms says, at this rate, players' agents should pay Spurs a commission for seesawing our name for better contracts or different transfers. You're absolutely right about that. We should be getting a finder's fee for all these deals we create for other clubs. We start charging. It's ridiculous.
We're the best bloody middlemen in the game, mate. You can't get better than Hotspur.
I think we're just an intermediary. We're not a club. We're just an
We're a bitch.
Other clubs.
A bitch.
Clifton Laws says supporter from Philly. I'm embarrassed. Yeah, we all are. GTK Studios again says this club's a joke. 100% agree with Brian. We need to act. These owners don't deserve nothing and need to leave our club. Come on, you Spurs. Bandito says, why the surprise? Frank being hired meant Levy was never serious about spending, but ultimately it's Eze's choice. So if he wants Arsenal, screw him.
Okay, Romano has just tweeted 2 minutes ago. It says Crystal Palace accept tonight's 60 million package from Arsenal for Eze. Agreement club to club done.
Well, here we go.
No, as I said, that Arsenal finalising contract terms with Eze, with player keen on joining the filth. That was 2 minutes ago. So once again, Ben, like with Trossard, when we didn't get to Birmingham, they've beaten it again.
It takes us 3 weeks to get an agreement, and it takes them 1 hour.
Yep. Yep.
Such a joke. Jake Yoon says, absolutely embarrassing. As long as we are under Lee's owners, we'll be nothing but a small club. Hashtag Levy out. Felix Foss says, all I can picture is Aaron Paul and Breaking Bad screaming, how can we keep getting away with this? When will we learn? Where is the strategy? Low moment for us. Sol Campbell, round 2. I don't know. I don't think this will go down as bad as Sol Campbell, but I think after Campbell, it's probably up there, isn't it?
Up there with what?
Just like embarrassment in the window.
Well, we had a clear run at this guy for a week or more than a week. We've had a clear run. Nothing standing our way.
They thought it was a one-horse race, and it was a one-horse race. I mean, Ornstein literally said that yesterday. It's a one-horse race. how many times, Spurs must hold the record now for just these kind of like Ornstein and Romano coming out and like saying these deals are progressing, and then just fucking falling flat on their face. Like, no other club gets that. Only fucking Tottenham.
Yep.
Craft Crypt says, hasn't Paratici been scouting a replacement for Palace to ease the transfer? Paris has just been mugging us off or holding on for Arsenal's bid. We've literally been helping them find a replacement for Eze while being screwed. It's so embarrassing, man.
Yep, it is.
Declan Kennedy says, Brian Benson will never be a proper big football club until Levy and Enoch are gone. Why is Brian not wearing his I Love Levy t-shirt? Sim bought him in Hong Kong. Don't tell me he has it worn out already.
I would burn it and use it for kindling on a barbecue. Is all that shirt would be good for.
Yeah, I think
shirt would be good for.
Oh, you don't want that fucking smoke to touch your food, mate. I guarantee you that.
That's true.
Espen Anderson says, well, eat shit, Levy. Gibbs White and now this. Just get that 16-year-old potential and leave us fans alone. Darren Jackson with a super chat, no comment. Big up to him. And the Lion Sam says, too far, too much. It has to be Levy nitpicking, having our pants pulled down after being given every advantage. It's Levy.
It's always been
Levy. You know what? Like, if these reports about Spurs doing all they can and all that bollocks, like, if that came out in isolation and we haven't known what we've known for the past 15 years of deals bungled, I might tend to believe it. But judging by what we know of every single transfer that we've bungled and botched over the years for any top caliber quality to come into this football club, it only points in one direction. Like, how many excuses? Every single transfer has its own excuse, and this is just another one.
David Ornstein says Arsenal reach agreement in principle with Palace to sign Eze. Deal worth around 68 million, which is the around the release clause fee, matching what Tottenham were ready to pay. Personal terms are close. 27-year-old plays for Palace tomorrow before Arsenal medical. Maybe he gets a big injury tomorrow.
How have we done this?
Sam C says Palace are impressed with Arsenal's offer and communication. Favourable terms from the Gunners. Deal moving insanely fast. Fuck off. Honestly, fuck off, Tottenham.
Just like, do me a favour. Anyone follows me on Twitter, or even if you don't follow me on Twitter, please retweet my last tweet. In fact, I'm going to put the link here, so all you need to do is go and find it because I need it. It's spreading like wildfire already, but I need to get it as far and wide as possible. Like I said, it's now down. It is down to us fans now. It is down to us fans. Enough of people have said, "Yeah, come together, support the team, back them." Blah. Well, people have done that. I've even tried to do it when it comes to being more positive. It doesn't work. It does not work. If anyone follows me on Twitter or doesn't, please just retweet that link that I've just put in the chat.
Nothing fucking works, Brian. That's the problem.
Well, we've never tried boycotts, have we?
Boycotts, yeah.
We've never tried not going into the club shop. Don't get me wrong, it's not going to happen overnight. But the people that feel the way they do about Levy have now got to act. Rather than just singing in the stand, they've got to act in any way possible, because this will just keep continuing to happen. Keep continuing to happen.
What a shit show, people.
So
What an absolute shit show. Don't even know what to say anymore. Seriously.
Mate, do you know what? If it ends up being Tyler fucking Diblin,
that's what it's going to end up being.
if it ends up being Tyler goddamn Diblin, where we were all joking from the start, when there was you wouldn't be surprised, wouldn't you? If it ends up being blooming Tyler goddamn Diblin, who in himself could turn out to be a fantastic player in the future, but Tyler Diblin is not Champions League. Tyler Diblin isn't springboard for success. Tyler Diblin isn't we need to win the Premier League. We want to win the Champions League. Tyler Diblin is basically the exact embodiment of what Levy and Enoch are when it comes to this football club.
Don't worry, Brian. The hotels will still keep going.
And the Four Towers.
The high rises. Yep. No expense spared when it's anything else apart from football.
People like 50 Cent and Beyonce, all these A-listers in the summer, but for the 9 months of football, not a single A-lister. Get the boxing, A-listers. The NFL, obviously what it is. But yeah, it doesn't
Don't want Levy negotiating one more fucking deal. Get him out.
Remember, he doesn't get involved in transfers. Remember, Simeon, as he told Neville, he doesn't get involved in transfers. Nothing to do with him, apparently, apart from the 2 days he's been locked in. And here we are.
Purpose. He is not fit for fucking purpose.
He's not. And whatever we want to think of Charrington,
this deal Worthester would have got this deal done so much quicker. I don't care what any report says about we did everything we could. Bollocks to that. Everything we could on our terms. That's what we did.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was everything associated and barred. We can't just agree to anything. It has to be on our terms, and it has to take ages.
Not once did we hear that we were willing to go as high as 68. Not once did. All we heard was 55 plus 5. That's all we heard. You know what I mean? Arsenal have come down and slapped what the release clause was straight away. They need someone in desperately. They slapped the money down on the table. Favourable terms. Easy to deal with. While we just try and lowball until we lose the deal. Every fucking time.
And you know what makes it funny? We've got fans, I can see them in the chat. You've got fans from Arsenal coming in, Chelsea, all the other teams, taking the piss out of us. And rightfully so. Do you know what? Even with me, but we deserve it. We've got nothing to come back. We deserve it. But what I don't understand is when you have Spurs fans, or so-called Spurs fans, trolls, whatever you want to call them, come in here or come into other shows and want to talk nonsense and try and defend the ownership, or try and when you're trying to be positive, spin it. Our own fan base, if they are fat, is pathetic. It's pathetic. There are fans from up and down the country that take the piss out of us, piss out of our inability to get big deals done, takes the piss out of us for the smaller clubs doing numbers on us. Yet they're in here and at the stadium going, oh yeah, but look at the stadium and training ground. Oh look, we got to pay the debt off. Oh look, we got to do this. Oh look, we got to get our wages down. Like, it's embarrassing.
Wages down.
It's embarrassing that there are Spurs fans that actually try and defend the shit that's going on and try
and saying what a trophy to Arsenal fans, and now hope you enjoyed it because all that banter has just been wiped out.
Yeah.
And they've gone there back with one over
Yeah.
on us.
Is that true? People in the chat saying Akelush to Leverkusen.
Good.
Is that true?
Good. Mate, do you know what? One of these transfers I always remember. Do you remember when we had Lucas Moura? When Lucas Moura was coming in, Lucas Moura arrived the day before deadline day and was with Spurs. And then you had Aubameyang move to Arsenal. You had you had Giroud, who went to Chelsea, and you had Batshuayi, who went to Borussia Dortmund, all before confirmed, signed, sealed, delivered, before we had Lucas Moura, who was there the day before. Big clubs do things. Big clubs act. Big clubs are ruthless. We pay these big money for people like Gray and Solanke, because Solanke, you go buy 65 million for a Gyökeres, you have to pay him big money. We smash our transfer record and pay cheap wages. We are a Ponzi scheme. We are a Ponzi scheme. We are a bitch. And that's wraps it up. But people will carry on lapping it up. And good on you. Lap it up. Allow it to happen.
Man, I don't know if we're going to recover from this, people.
It's one of them. It's one of them that will set us back if we don't respond strongly with a big signing.
Big
But
5
who is
plus
this
1.
big signing? Who is this big signing?
Whoever, I don't know, someone big who will get us over the line.
Joe, all the gooners in the chat, fair play to you. Fair play to you. We deserve it. We deserve it.
I'll never say fair play to any bloody
No,
South
they
London.
deserve it. They deserve it.
They deserve nothing.
No, mate, listen, we're big enough to run our mouths about Europe and winning things. It's all part and parcel of the banter and the hatred and whatever.
Yeah, Plettenberg says, buy Leverkusen and make contact with Monaco for Akelush.
That's forget him then. Forget him. He's gone.
There was a report, I can't remember who it was, like a couple of weeks ago, saying that Arsenal wanted Eberechi as a second option, first option Rodrigo. I can't remember who gave that report. Well, that should have been a warning sign as well then.
Yeah.
There was a report saying that we wanted Rodgers in case Eze doesn't happen. We're going for him. Got no hope.
We have to go. That's got to be our next move, Morgan Rodgers. It's got to be. You've got to slap down big money on the table. I know it's a very unlikely transfer to happen. It's going to cost more than Eze. It's something you have to try your best to get it done. You have to go and get it done. Never mind trying your best. You need to go and slap big money on the table down for Morgan Rodgers.
Well, Ben, you know what, you say that, but the easiest thing to do, the easiest deal to do, is go get Savinho and just pay the money that Man City want. But because it's available,
it's not enough. We need Savinho and an Eze.
I know, but I'm saying the way to do that one, you can go and get done. We're saying we need to move quick. Right now, you go, right, we're a bit embarrassed. The money you wanted for Savinho, here it is. But they won't do that. They won't do it. They won't go, all right, what do you want, 70 million? Okay. Liverpool went and did that with Van Dijk.
If we end the transfer window and Savinho's our only extra signing, I'm not even excited about that.
No, but it will show that they're prepared to spend, or we've apparently had 60. Where's this 60 million from Gibbs White? They had 60 million ready for Eze. You just had to finance a bit with the bonuses and the add-ons. That was the small fry. 60 million's there. Like the 60 million for Lautaro Martinez or whatever the amount was back then. Where's the money? Where's the money?
You know where the money is. The money's there. The money's there. The money's there, sitting there, waiting to get money shaved off for any kind of bid that we go for.
Yep. Look how quickly Arsenal have got this deal done. Look how quickly.
Only Spurs could lose a one-horse race.
Well, we've come second in a third horse race. We had to outdo ourselves with this one, didn't we? We can't even get players out the door, Sim, Ben, chat. We can't even get players out the door.
You know what? Players out the door is the fucking last of my worries right now.
I got some more super chats. GTK Studio says, I don't know who's worse, Keir Starmer or Daniel Levy. Mate, I'm not getting into that today. Joey Boy says, pain what this club does to me. The Lion Sam says, one more thing. Our chairman does have an ego. The Eze deal was meant to be the response to the Gibbs White failure. He does the Neville interview because he thinks he deserves credit. Oh, he has a massive ego. That's why he has to win every negotiation.
But he doesn't, does he? He actually loses them more often than he wins them, yet he still tries this.
Yeah, but I'm led to believe he's the toughest negotiator, the best negotiator in the Premier League. What bollocks.
RZH says, where is Sean Butler shouting, my chairman? I'm sorry, it's people like these. That's the problem with the fan base. It's ridiculous.
Tell you what, the amount of times I've heard him, I haven't even watched many of his streams, but my chairman this, my chairman that. What's he saying tonight? I bet you he's Levy out tonight.
Just say it, Sean. Just say it. Solano Surf says, boycott. I do believe CP have played us a little, though.
It's part, but this is the thing. They have played us, but Nottingham Forest have played us. We're meant to be the 8th richest club in world football. We're meant to be having Champions League football. Every penny goes back into the team. He used to be, when we said the master negotiator, the bet, whatever the biz, he used to be the biggest shark in the ocean, the biggest bully in the yard. Now he is a goldfish in a bowl that just circles around with the memory span of 7 seconds. He is not the biggest shark anymore. He is not the most ruthless chairman to do business with transfers. Commercial, probably. But that commercial is meant to reflect on the pitch, and has it? Does it?
You know, because of that reputation as well, Brian, every other chairman goes twice as hard into the negotiations as well.
Yeah. Joe Wright says, first time was so nice we had to do it.
Talking about Gibbs White.
Talking about Gibbs White, we had to do it twice. Mr. Panther Gaming says, how we feel about getting Ademola Lookman.
Underwhelming for me.
We'll lowball him.
He's like a winger, though. He's not really number 10. I won't mind him plus a number 10, but we need number 10 desperately. That's the main priority. Furita Frandes says, the big summer of change needed to start with Levy, not Son and Ange.
Big summer of change with all the same feelings.
I don't know how much more I can look at Twitter right now with every bloody update.
I'm not. I'm just looking at my tweet and putting my stuff, and that's it. In and out.
To be those bloody bastards as well. Out of all the clubs, it had to be them.
Yep. Yep.
Literally, it can't get worse than this. Surely it cannot get worse than this.
Yep. Don't worry. Simeon, is this the worst 50 Shades of Simeon moment?
Can't remember feeling this down before or after transfer news. Everything is questioned.
Yeah.
It's just such a punch to the gut. It's like you've been punched to the gut and then everyone's filming it for to make fun of you. That's what it feels like. That's basically what this feels like.
Yeah. I mean, like
and everyone's laughing at you getting punched in the gut. That's what this feels like. Crazy Rat says, is there any chance we still get him? Get that out of your minds. He's an Arsenal player, people. Get that out of your minds. Michael Hellman says, if anything, Arsenal showed Levy's hand. For all we know, Levy planned to botch this deal all along. Etienne says, boys, absolutely gutted. Frank will pull us through this. Levy killed us.
Frank can try his best, but you need the tools. You need the tools. No manager ever gets the tools.
Lawrence Emmanuel says, when Eze signs for the Gunners, it'll be 10 times better than when Steph Sol left for us. Ian Cook says, Levy will say, but we tried to sign players. Levy out.
That's the classic line at the end of every window. We tried. How many times are we going to have to listen to this fucking broken record?
Clearly, him trying isn't good enough. When's the penny going to drop for him? Clearly, he's doing something wrong.
Like I said, he'll carry on doing this. He will carry on doing this, and Enoch will allow it because money is coming into the football club and making them rich. And as long as the tills are ringing and the money is coming in, they'll just keep on doing the same old thing.
Declan Kennedy says we should never get excited about a transfer window as it's always the same outcome. We will more likely bring in 2 average players now. Levy out. Reese Powell says Arsenal managed to get this signing done in 1 day. Why can't Tottenham do that? Absolutely right. Because they did everything they could. That's why. And we didn't. A says, this is why I love Kudus. Bought his shirt quick. Donegal Mark Connell, no chat. Big up to him. 425 again says, Tottenham the only club to break Romano's. Here we go. Twice in 1 window. To be honest, I don't think we ever got here we go for Eze, but
we got here we go soon, didn't we?
Here we go soon. We got, yeah, but still, having this and gives what having in 1 window. There's only so much a Tottenham fan can take. There's only so much. So this is a social experiment to see how much pain and suffering they can put us through before we break. Well, it's a psychological break. I think I've hit my point. Reese Rico says the Xavi Simon smokescreen is in full effect. Yeah, I wish. Mitch Ware says this is the last straw. I'm treating this as a breakup. I'm truly done. Buying an Orient season ticket and going to enjoy football again. All coming Orient fans?
Well, right now I'm my allegiance is with Preston for Alfie.
How many more signings like this before we're all Orient fans?
So Gary Jacob has just done an update on Savinho, and he says Tottenham have been interested in Savinho, but do not want to pay City's 67 million valuation.
Shock, horror, exactly what I said.
So 60 million again, as Morgan Gibbs White, Eze money, but somehow now we can't find 7 million. No matter what big name we go for, don't believe it.
I said, why would we sanction a club record fee for him? There's no reason we would ever do that. I'm not saying I don't want us to do it. I'm just saying, I know Levy. He ain't going to, why would he do that? He wouldn't. It doesn't make sense to think he would do that. Yeah, it never made sense that we would do that. Drido says, if we were serious, we could have triggered his release clause when it was still active, but also why can't we just outbid Arsenal? Am I missing something? We can, but he wants to go to Arsenal. So we can outbid them, maybe try and turn it into something, but he doesn't want to come to us if Arsenal are involved. He wants to go there, so you're fighting a losing battle.
I would say, Sim, would you say as well that if we outbid them, let's just say we did, we won't match them in wages. Won't match them in wages, and then we had a whole week where we'd even heard that he'd agreed the terms. He'd agreed the terms. We had verbally yesterday, just over 24 hours ago, we had verbally agreed the deal, and then all the shit kicked off.
Gareth Jacob says Frank believes Tottenham need two number 10s following Ian Maddison's injury. That's very interesting.
Not a left winger.
He says here, Frank believes Tottenham need 2 10s following Maddison's injury. I don't know if he means a left one on top of that, but interesting. Crazy Rat says, Sim, you're a genius. Well, everyone was excited. You knew all along. Sim's instincts never fails. No one say never, but on this case, I said from the beginning, this is Tottenham. We're going to get neither of these players. This is Tottenham. We'll link with both. I did genuinely believe we were going to get Eze. I'm not going to lie, but Savino, I never truly believed we were going to get him. Primor says would rather we kept Donnelly than go for 5th choice. Yeah, letting go of Donnelly is looking more and more stupid by the day. Not even joking.
We said it the day after he went on loan. We said it.
Should have just kept him until we got someone, then let him go. Why loan him out? He doesn't take squad space.
Yeah,
because we have a plan. We have a plan. We know what we're doing.
Well, to be fair, that was Frank. I'm guessing that's Frank's decision, so you can't really put down.
It was, but you would have thought he'd done that, knowing that this, and this is going to happen.
Yeah, fair. 80K says big up from US. Things suck, but it's come on you Spurs. Okay. Michael Helm says Ange is laughing his ass off. And Donegal Spurs mark against the Spurs are advancing by advancing their advancement, advancing on an advancement with Eze, typical procrastination.
Yep.
That pretty much sums up the Eze deal. God.
Correct. Good times.
Where does this rank or worst days as a Tottenham fan, honestly? Right up there.
Well, it depends which way you want to look at it. Result-wise, if we're dealing with just transfers, it's right up there.
Honestly, this is up there with one of the worst days I've ever had supporting Tottenham.
Well, you look at Dybala. That's another big one. That was bad. Obviously, you got Willian.
The day Bayern Munich, Chelsea beat Bayern in the Champions League final. That was one of the worst days. The Zaniolo game was one of the worst.
A lot worse than this.
Huh?
That's a lot worse than this.
Yeah, those are pretty bad. But this is bad, man. This isn't bad. I guess those are also embarrassing. But still, this is bad.
You're forgetting about how many embarrassing days we've lived through as Tottenham fans.
This is up there. Arsenal stole our top target under our noses. We negotiated on their behalf, and they took our deal and signed him. Arsenal did that.
Yep.
That's what happened here.
If you ever hear we're going for a bit,
up our season.
if we're going for a player and there's another team linked,
by actively signing a player off, I say fucked up our season. No, they've actively done that.
The worst thing about it is how numb they're looking going forward, and that's going to fix their problems now.
Yeah.
Well, look at it. If you look at
the press, we spent this much on Madueke. We're not going to sign another player. They're all getting angry, and now it's all flipped.
And Sim, look at it this way as well. Coming up 2.5 weeks. We've had no creativity, nothing. Arsenal announced Havertz today. This morning, Havertz broke. This evening, they've sorted it.
How many days ago did Maddison get injured?
It will be 3 weeks on Sunday.
It was August. I was there. It was August 3rd. August 3rd in Korea.
And yeah, but when did the ACL get announced?
Thursday.
The Thursday, right? And since then, we've loaned out Donnelly and bungled the Eze deal.
Yeah.
In the space of 20 days, where we should have got the Eze deal done that week. That week we should have got it done.
Big teams sort out their issues in a day. We can't sort it with a 2.5 week head start.
I don't know why it took so long for us just to enter negotiations with Palace. It was the obvious deal. Like, it was obvious we wanted him, and it was like, who else was there? We lost out on Gibbs White. It was like,
We were all saying it on streams everywhere. As soon as Madison got injured, as soon as we knew it was an ACL, go get fucking Eze through the door. Like everyone could see it.
Yep.
Hamish said just no chat with a super chat. Big up. Liam says we drag negotiations out over a lousy 5 million difference. We are a big club, but we have never acted like one. Think back to the Dybala deal. I think we bungled Dybala because we didn't want to pay the 10 million image rights or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we went back on deadline day.
Doesn't matter. 10 million's what I'm missing out on.
Well, we went back on deadline day as well as a last-minute deal to try and get it to make people think it's going to happen, knowing the issues would be there, but it was never going to happen.
Smoke and mirrors. That's all this club are, mate.
Yep. Correct.
Ethan White says, don't worry, guys. We have Solomon and Gilnaldo. Shake him out. It's Gil Messi. Thank you, Ethan. Gil Messi, not Gilnaldo. Get it right. Cosmin Aaron says, Vinay fed Arsenal with key info about the deal. You know, there's something suspicious going on there. You know, there's something suspicious going on. I'm trying to get worried about Vinay. Is he a double agent?
Don't even plant that seed.
Jory says, in football, the ruthless execution of a clear plan is the number one value financially and on the pitch, not opportune deals. The protest, Levy out.
That's absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on, word for word, mate. Word for word. Arsenal acted in terms of need. All we do ever is act in opportune moments. We never act in need. If we acted in need, we would have got someone in the week after James Maddison got announced injured. We sensed an opportunity that no one was in for Eberechi Eze, and we had a clean run at him, and we can negotiate to the nth degree, and we'll get him over the line because no one else is in for him.
The only deals we ever get done is either a cheap deal from a foreign league, a player running who's got 1 or 2 years left on his deal, or a club struggling with PSR. Those are the only deals we do. Those are the only deals we get done.
Yep.
Other than that, we don't get a deal done.
100%.
Hamish O'Meara says the only way we can fix this is Morgan Rogers. Well,
I don't think it fixes the pain, but I do think if we get Morgan Rogers, yeah, exactly.
Avi Shalom says Tottenham, they kill me. Levy out, Brian in.
Cheers, Avi.
Bring in Brian, mate. Bring in Brian.
Well, it's happening. I'm coming.
Marcus says reality is UCL final and Europa Trophy is a miracle. Scorpion fans for life says Levy and Lange have mud on their face. Gibbs, White, and Eze. What was Lange? We know went to Copenhagen when he went on the Saturday that we played.
Went on the game we played on the day we played.
On the day we played Burnley. Well done, fucking Lange. You've gone off, left us to fucking negotiate this deal, and it's fucking we're all tits up. Well done, Johan. Can't leave Levy to do it himself, Johan. You have to learn that. Yori says, can't force Enoch out, but we can get Levy out. Oh, I hope so. I'd like to think that's possible, but
yeah, Joy. This is the thing. You look at it. There's got to be something that could be. You don't know what you don't know, and I don't know what Change for Tottenham will be doing. I'm sure right now they're doing whatever, and they'll be talking. The fans, like we said, the fans have got to do something now. If it's not for the fans, this football club is nothing, as Bill Nicholson said. And if these fans, us as a fan base, if there is to be change at this football club, the only language they understand is finances and money.
Yeah,
that's all they understand. And you know, I mean, if they arrange if something gets arranged with a boycott for one game, I know times are tough with finances, and some people aren't in a position to say, right, I can let my ticket go. I don't know if they find a game that's Is it just category C is the lowest, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I don't know if they say a category C game to make it obviously category A games. But there's something that's got to be done.
But Brian, the reality is, in terms of fans within the stadium, it's only a very small percent, in my opinion, that care enough.
Oh, without a doubt. Without that, Ben, without a shadow of a doubt. Do you remember when, after the 6-1 Newcastle, when we did the protest on the Wednesday, it was pissing down with rain? For our protest we were doing, we got okay numbers, which is nothing compared to what changed for Spurs. Got nothing, but for what we did on a Wednesday evening, and there was a train problem, whatever. But when you get in the stadium and you start singing this song, people look at you in disgust.
Yeah.
Like absolute disgust. And it's like, what are you doing? And the fights it's caused with fans fighting amongst each other. And he just sits there and goes, I can't believe I got away with this. I'm doing it again. And just you wait till he announces his bonus next year for Europa League success, the hotels, the buildings, the 30 extra events. His bonus will be blown out of the water when he reveals it in April or whatever it is.
Luke Wardle says, surely we go for Olmo, Rodgers and Leao. The absolutely only way forward for me. Yet again, Levy hasn't dared and hasn't done enough is enough. Leao, I wouldn't mind him.
If we end this transfer window with Rafael Leao and Morgan Rodgers,
then we can put this Eze stuff to bed now. But that's a pipe dream.
Eze and Savinho or Leao and Rodgers. I'm taking Leao and Rodgers.
Probably, yeah. Adam Hauser says Levy is the best chairman Arsenal ever had.
And that is that. That is spot on.
Hung Diddley says whoever came in is going to be a disappointment because it's not Eze. Yeah, man, I've fun with them so much. I said Ardragula or Nico Pats, we have to go for them. Yeah, what about Nico Pats? Do we go back in for him? I would love that. But again, they wanted big money and he doesn't want to leave. We want to go.
Nico Paz is 20 years old, isn't he, or 21?
Yeah.
I know we're looking at Savinho, who is the same kind of age, but this is a Paz coming in. Once again, it'll be a 21-year-old on a low wage that will just be off you go. We said, even Ange said himself, we need experience. We need experience. And yeah, here we go.
Scorpion Fan for Life says Don Paratici enjoyed a Palace game though. Yeah, fucking Don was there at bloody Palace on Sunday. Got a free ticket. Well done, Don. Well done. Harry THC says the only good thing to come out of this is the casual fans and I'll get behind the rest of the protesters against Levy. He is done forever for this.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised.
Radicalize the moderates.
Do you know what? It's just a shame that we're away this weekend, not home, because the emotions are going to be raw, aren't they? I wish we were at home this weekend.
You know what's going to happen, Brian? Just before that game against Bournemouth at home, there's going to be some breaking news or Spurs are in advance talk for Morgan Rodgers or something crazy like that. And it's going to start making everyone believe.
We've been quiet about him. That'll be it.
No, it's going to be further along than that. It's going to make it sound like Spurs are banging there. We've put money down on the table. Spurs are seriously going to him. He's open to the move, all this crap, and only for it to fall down again after the game.
Yep. Don't any deal that we're potentially involved in before a game, do not believe a word of it. Don't swallow it. Don't swallow his bullshit. Because it's proven what it is. The proof is in the pudding.
Tony Messer says, who the F do we sign now because we need a replacement for Maddison badly? Well, that is the £60 million question. Or might be more than
We're literally desperation stations, man. Like, seriously, how we cannot not bring in one or two number 10s. Like, we need one so desperately. I can't believe we're actually in this situation. bungling two of the best number 10s in the Premier League, sitting here with absolutely nobody. Maddison out for the season. Kulusevski, don't know when he's going to be back either. What? Pape Sarr in the fucking 10 all season.
We're just going to be twiddling our thumbs waiting for Decky to come back.
When is Decky meant to be back? Is he like, or I know he's earlier than Maddison, but what are we looking at? New Year or November, October?
When he's back and when he's fully fit,
exactly. He had such a serious injury, Brian. Like this recovery time, when he's back fit, is one thing, but like it's going to take him a long time to get back to full fitness.
There's some say this season could be a write-off for him when it comes to expecting him to be on top of his game. Ethan Y says praying Dom Paratici to save us at this point. Don't even know if the Don can save us. Jory says Enoch will fire Levy to save themselves. Target.
I hope so. Ain't gonna happen.
Of course you won't.
Levy will fire some of them to save himself. That's more likely scenario. Crazy Rat says Romero signed. Oh, what a plight! Stuck with Spurs, dimming his light. No trophies near, just endless fright. A foolish deal, no shining bright.
This man or lady, I don't know, Crazy Rat, but absolute poet.
It really is. It's like Peter Jury, isn't it? It really is.
Maybe it is.
Yeah, could you imagine? The serious thing is, what does what does Romero think right now? We obviously all think he signed because
I'll tell you what Romero thinks right now, Brian. He thinks I've been fucking had once again by this football club. He's thinking what we're thinking.
He's thinking another press release. I've got my payday now.
Yeah. At times like this, I really wish we had Conte.
Oh man, he would start fights with people at least. Nostradamus is going to London next month. Wish I'd waited and consulted with Brian before booking to join a protest. I'm no longer Levy out. I'm now Levy the fuck out.
I'm going to be back between the 15th to 20th of September, and I'll be home for 5 weeks. If anyone's there, anyone wants to come to the training ground with me, you got me on social media, WhatsApp, whatever. I'll be putting loads of things on Tottenham on tour. I'll put my personal email. Whatever it is, get in touch because I will be at the training ground.
KPV says he's going to be joining you.
Oh, good. Whoever wants to, listen, it's... Even if people don't, Joe, it comes to the point, even if people don't agree with what I do, what I say, or how I act, but feel the same with me about Levy out, it doesn't matter about how you feel about personalities or whatever. It's about just coming together and making a difference for this football club.
Chelsea have agreed a deal to sign Julio and Ciso. How odd.
Really?
According to Ornstein.
So they made a transfer that no one even knew about.
Oh, wait, not Chelsea, Blueco.
Who the hell are Blueco?
They're the owners of Chelsea.
Okay.
So the ownership of Chelsea have just bought a player, not for a club.
They've done it to troll us. They've done it to troll us.
And then they're going to send him on loan. He's expected to initially spend time at Strasbourg, but then move long term to Chelsea.
Wait a second. On loan from who?
He's not going. I don't know. Maybe he's not on loan. Maybe he's going to be permanently at Strasbourg. Then the expectation he'll permanently move to Chelsea long term. What is this bollocks? How are they allowed to do this?
Have you ever heard of a company buying a player before?
I've never heard of this before. It says Blueco reached an agreement, not Chelsea. Chelsea's owners.
Yeah, but Blueco must be acting for Chelsea.
The group that owns Chelsea and Strasbourg has reached an agreement to sign Enciso.
For who, though?
Enciso is expected to initially spend time at the French club Strasbourg, but is viewed as a long-term Chelsea player. So Strasbourg, I guess, technically is signing him, but it says Blueco is signing him.
Now I've got Ryan Isaacs calling me. One second.
Put him on loudspeaker.
Wait, should I call him back? I don't know if he'll be able to. Yeah, I don't think he'll be able to contain himself.
He's going to be going mental right now.
Well, he sent me a few messages. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Super chats keep rolling in, people.
Oh, let me just get to them. Where am I? Bengal Tiger says, not Levy's fault. His wanker's cramps was acting up. EFP, no chat, just a message, just a super chat. Big
And
up.
there you fucking have it, people. The here we go has just been given. Fuck my life.
You were right, Ben. You said we were going to get a here we go in 1 or 2 days. You're absolutely right.
Spot on, mate.
Do you know what? Big clubs do this. People that want to call Spurs, listen, people, there is no big six.
Fuck off, Tottenham.
Spurs are the wingman.
You bunch of fucking cunts.
Yep.
I don't believe for us. Don't even want to go into it again. We've litigated it so much.
How embarrassing.
Man.
How embarrassing.
ID1991 says, I feel sick to my stomach. Yep, perfect description. Sam says, can you imagine? I work with an Arsenal fan, which is like a brother, and I banned him about being a champion only for this stuff like this to happen. Oh, yeah, I can imagine. Sam Palm says, don't even know where we go from here. Absolutely gutted. Whatever your feelings on Levy, this is 100% on him. 100%. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what people say. Oh, did everything they could. They got a here we go in 2 hours. I don't give a shit what anyone's saying. We can't tell me you couldn't have wrapped up this deal 3 weeks ago, and we couldn't have got this deal signed, sealed, delivered. And Arsenal just come in and get the deal done and signed in 2 hours. So it's just impossible because we're called Tottenham. It's impossible for us to do that.
Sorry, but if you can't use your eyes and see what's going on here, like I said before, if this was in isolation, maybe I could have given a bit of leeway there and kind of taken a bit of the excuses. But it's excuse after excuse after excuse, transfer after transfer after transfer. When are people going to wake up and open their eyes, man?
Imagine you've just had your phone turned off for the last 2 hours and you're a Tottenham fan and you just turn it on. Imagine. Oh. Bud21 says, I'm from the US, just bought a Kudus on Sunday. Send it back. I guess I chose the right club. Tottenham is like a Wisconsin sports team, cheapest motherfuckers in the league, while owners to the bank, laugh to the bank. Paul Beer Review says, Gary Jacobs, Spurs refused to pay 67 million for Savinho. No, yeah, we read that out before. No surprise there. Adam Nicklin says, Strike won't spend more money on V Club until Levy out.
Well done.
God Beats Entertainment says, when Levy sacked Andrew and appointed Frank, what do people expect? He thinks Frank will coach the cheap players to win the league.
It's not just that, but I get where he's coming from.
Ryan Isaacs with see you next Tuesday, I'm assuming. Didn't type it all. I'm assuming he tried to type it and they told him you can't send that to Super Chat. So
or he did want to put it in a Super Chat in case you guys got in trouble.
Or he didn't want to do that. Thank you, Ryan.
Big up, Ryan.
Hope he didn't crash the bus when he heard the news.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't even know if he was working. Jesus.
Supermango, the super chat, no message. Big up to him. Mo says deal flip because Arsenal agreed to let Palace play Eze in Europe this week. Spurs wouldn't add in his Arsenal roots and Havertz injury, and that's why he chose them. I don't know. I don't know if I believe that. I don't know if I think we just waited too long and Arsenal got involved. I think we probably would have let Eze play as much as
Well, Arsenal forced it out of their hand, didn't they? They're like, right, what's the money? Here we go. Bang, bye. Game over.
But it's mad. We've got a here we go. Yeah, he's going to play tomorrow, but that's what they're saying. Indikili is claiming Spurs offered better personal terms than Arsenal.
Bullshit.
But he's gone to Arsenal. That's what he's claiming. Jory says even signing Prime Messi now doesn't change our status as the laughing stock in football. Feel for all of you in North London. Woolwich will be merciless. Absolutely.
You know what? Even maybe Heung-min Son saw this coming. I was like, that's it, I'm out. Would you blame him?
Oh, don't blame him.
Maybe he looked up the whole time because of this bullshit.
Pass it to Zico says Q, Hillen, Solomon are impressing in training.
It's so happening. Even though they're injured.
Michael Shawcross to insert Levy's bottom on the Nicholson games. Gosh. So that's it. We got fucking Eze. Here we go. So we started this stream pretty much when soon after the news broke, and it's just been just under 2 hours, and we've got the here we go already.
Well, the three of us were together, weren't we? We forced it through.
It's always a here we go.
It was the same as the Morgan Gibbs White sim. Exactly the same as Morgan Gibbs White, except Arsenal are actually going to get this player, and we bungled that one.
Just honestly, people just must look at us. We are an embarrassment when it comes to negotiations.
Super chat is flooding in at the moment. Space Cowboy in the last few minutes, Spurs have hijacked Dele Alli from nobody by mistake. Here we go, imminent. Would you take Dele right now as the last chance saloon? See if he can rekindle that magic.
I would take him as well as an Eze, not
isn't
just
Ericsson. Isn't Ericsson on a free? Get the band back together.
Don't come back. If you have anything about you, Ericsson, you're going to LAFC.
Yeah.
You've got Dele Alli's available. Ericsson's on a free. Kane has a release clause. Let's get Poch from the US. Let's get everyone back together.
All go to LAFC, man.
Brian Isaac says Frank walk now.
Sure, if he did, I wouldn't fucking blame him. If he did, I wouldn't blame him. Seriously.
Sharla Anderson says Gibbs White contract 28 days ago. Madison injury 17 days ago. Havertz injury 1 day ago. Yep. And that is the sad state of affairs. Nero FX, it's a massive blow, but don't you think Sarr's been amazing in the 10 pre-season and Burnley? Don't give the club any ideas, Nero. Get that idea out of your heads.
Do you think they need ideas?
Any ideas?
The update's coming very soon. You know it. You know that update's coming very soon.
Sarr has blown away the coaching staff in the new number 10 position.
He's been really working on his creative passing.
They believe he's not far away from what Eze would have brought.
Exactly.
Daniels, yeah. Well, we've got to just take it.
Well, we don't. That's the thing, Simeon. We don't. We don't have to take it. We shouldn't have to take it.
But we do have to take
Old
it.
Pillow Room says if Eze doesn't play tomorrow, I'll lose it.
couldn't give a fuck if Eze played tomorrow or not.
Correct. Spurs knew this was happening. Why haven't we made a move for another player immediately?
They better be working as hard as they possibly can right now. Don't fucking. He better not fucking sleep until he brings in a quality number 10.
There's not
I
one
don't want
coming.
to see Lange go on any bloody planes home until he signs fucking number 10.
Honestly, I think however many people you've got in the chat, each and every one of them can do a better job than Lange.
100%.
Each and every single one of them. What does this guy do? What do we pay him to do?
Mo says Palace insisted Eze must play Thursday. Spurs said no. Arsenal said yes, which has been confirmed by ESPN and Sky Sports. The only reason we said no is because we thought we were the only runners in this race. Mitchell Edmonds says, me and Levy in a locked room. That's all I asked for. What more is there to fucking say, man?
But don't go getting Rodgers, we are Finnish. We are from Finland if we don't go and get Rodgers.
He's not Finnish, he's Scottish.
He ain't Finnish, he's 28.
Dun-dun-dun.
He's only 28.
There is no chance you get a Morgan Rogers. There is just no chance.
Of course there isn't.
We're gonna go back in for Bilal. We'll probably go in for like that guy from Hampton, Fernandez, whatever his name is.
Oh, it's another relegated player. Fantastic. Nothing
That's what we do. We're only clubs we can we can pick off.
Nothing says relegation like nothing says like relegated players.
The only reason we're going for Bilal as well is just because we're so fucking angry at Crystal Palace for doing this. Just to try and gazump them, and they'll probably get the player over us.
Oh dear. Is what it is. It's what it is. There's no point dwelling on it now. We move forward. And I don't mean the club, I mean the fan base.
Ryan Isaacs just sent a super chat, says, Daigle, phone now.
Yes, what do you want me to do with it, Rye?
Phone home, Daigle. Phone home.
What do you want me to do with this invention?
Daigle,
By the way, I came on and my phone battery was at 70%. Just in the time I've been here, I'm now down to 11.
just for all the messages you're getting.
Yep.
Dylan Heath, we are an embarrassment.
Oh, check out phone now. What's he telling me? Oh, apparently from what is it? Indy Kalia News, Saudi Arabia clubs are circling around Martinelli. One club ready to pay 80 million.
They're going to go get Rodrigo.
Yep, Al Hilal are in for Martinelli. Reported fee of 80. How are they getting 80 million pounds for Martinelli? Well, that's covered because they can get players out the door. Their director of football can sell someone like Martinelli for 80 million.
Fucking hell, man.
Yep. Don't know what else there is to say, lads. Apart from we're
just going to sit here in silence and in mourning until we sign a number 10.
Ben, you and I will have blooming David Ginola's hair.
We won't sleep until we sign number 10.
Eze's gone. Levy's a disgrace. Spurs fans a race. Him without a trace. His move debase. Leaving a sour taste. Levy's chase ends in waste. Jeppe Fisher, if we don't get Eze, then who will we sign? That's the fucking question everyone wants to know, mate. Greetings from Switzerland. I'm crying. Come on, you Spurs. Join the party, mate. Join that
It's a
party.
pity party over here.
Bloody funeral.
Yep. And you've got to go. We're all going to be talking about this tomorrow. There won't be any movement from anything or anyone.
That's a good point, actually. You know we're going to end up with Garnacho.
What a wonderful. From Gibbs White to Eze. And how much is he going to cost?
Kong 108. Why do we bother?
Ding,
Space Cowboy.
ding, ding,
Ding, ding, ding, ding.
Not a Spurs fan, but didn't you just win 3-0 and have Champions League football? Cheer up. It's only the transfer window. How many hours ago did I message you ding, 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 Brian?
You gave me 3 ding dings. Yeah, you did that. Let's have a look.
And that was before any of the news came out.
Yep. You messaged me that. Where is it? You messaged me that at 5 to 7 your time.
God, and at 10 o'clock we've got the here we go. That no news had broken at that point.
Pass it to Zico. Says Levy just cost us nils the Champions League revenue and PL finish.
Yep. Yep. Any bid 60 million up, don't believe a single word of it. Don't believe a single word of it.
55 will do.
Yes. It's just another embarrassing day as a Tottenham Hotspur fan, isn't it? When it comes to a summer transfer window. There we were saying that if we get Eze, Savinho, blah, 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 this will be the best transfer window in Enix tenure.
We will never get an Eze and Savinho.
It's now the most embarrassing. Do you know what? This is more embarrassing than the season we didn't sign anyone.
Feels that way.
It is.
Matt Gibbs says, feel the worst I've ever felt about this joke of a club. Sick to the stomach, and the Spursy tag begins all over again. Everyone is laughing at us once again.
Yep.
All right, what more is there to say, guys? I think we should just leave it there.
Yeah, good idea.
Brian needs to get on the blower to Ryan Isaacs. He's probably got a million missed calls.
Oh, mate, like I said, but we'll speak behind. I've got so many messages. Oh, jeez. Yes. Yes. Let's just say on my phone.
Brian's a man in demand at this moment in time. Big up to Abhishek. Look, we'll be back in the studio tomorrow. Losing our shit once again.
Mm-hmm.
Brian, always a pleasure to speak to you in good and in bad times.
Always, brothers.
And big up to the thousands of you that tuned in tonight. And yeah, see you later, guys.